That's right, Xander, even giving his love away for free. I love that. Do you just give these out willy-nilly?
Yeah, have
Really?
to. Yeah.
Seriously? Are you just a fountain of love then, Xander?
Muhan love, they said. Yeah, Muhan love.
Unlimited.
Unlimited
Well, that's
love.
amazing. Xander, it's good to have you back in the studio because we didn't have you on the live video radio last week. I remember the sock episode, though. That's burned in my memory now.
Yeah, I couldn't forget that one.
I've got those pictures that we took as well.
You don't want to be telling anyone about that.
No, they want to. Oh, not those pictures. Don't worry. Those are saved for my collection. But the ones where we were hanging the socks next to our ears. You know, we did the toe socks, right?
Did you leave them on until you get home?
No. But I did make my wife put them on. And she was like absolutely hysterical with laughter as well, saying it feels so weird. I think that should be like a thing for like people you've maybe need an icebreaker with. Take those socks out with you and say, here, try these on. And
try
then you have a little chit chat. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, try not to laugh challenge. How have you been in the past week, Xander?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good.
We talked about you on the show actually last Tuesday because Korean Onni had come in with her Dongdong squad and mentioned that you were hanging out with them that night.
Yeah.
Was that good fun? I wasn't invited, by the way, so I was pretty offended. I still am a bit offended.
Are you?
Not from you because it's not really your thing.
It wasn't my pie. No, it was fun to meet a bunch of them as well, and like a few of them actually were We Fancy fans. So
nice.
Yeah,
both. I saw one that came to this studio had a We Fancy hat on.
Yeah.
Did she have to buy that?
I don't think she even bought it. There was another guy called Clemens from Austria, and he just buys everything.
Really?
So he has all the hats,
and then gives them away sometimes.
He just bought a load of crib for people to wear. So thank you, Clemens.
So I need to get in touch with him to try and get a free hat.
He's the hat dealer. Yeah.
Nice. Today's hashtag before we get into hot off the shelf is hope or huimang. So Xander, you can do what you like. You can get deep and meaningful and really talk about your hopes and dreams in life, or you can keep it lighthearted, whatever you want.
Well, basically, my hope now is because I'm moving house and I've started looking. I'm hoping I can find something nice in my price range.
Oh, that's always the hope.
I mean, I'm the worst at saving money, and what's basically happened with the housing situation in Korea, like usually they really like that big like the key money, the bodjumgum thing,
deposit, right?
Yeah, but now there's a lot of places who have actually started taking like a 1 month deposit. Yeah, so
and
like
that's it.
They've changed it, but then the monthly rent is actually higher.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's like, what do I want to do? Do I want to lock up a lot of money that I can't touch for like a year? Or do I want to pay more a month, but like have more kind of liquid cash with me?
What are you leaning towards at the moment?
I'm looking probably like more of a half bodjumgum thing, and then like a little bit more of monthly rent, to be honest. But there's so many nice houses around and stuff, especially in the Gangnam area, which people probably don't realize. It's actually a very cheap place to live.
Really?
Actually. Yeah.
Seriously? But we're talking like not apartments, right?
No, I'm talking like one rooms or like office tower kind of things, which are fantastic.
And then the price range is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Really. The problem is when you have kids, like in Korea, there's kind of this perception where you have to live in an apartment because they have like a playground, they have the security guard, they have the nice car park and stuff like that. So it's just convenient. And then the Gangnam area is insanely expensive for apartments.
If you want to like what they call Jeonsei. If you want a Jeonsei an apartment, you need about $1 million.
Yeah, it is a crazy amount.
But if you actually just want to, and that's not even to buy buy the apartment. If you want to buy it, it's pretty much like another 40% on top. So it's like 2 million or something like that. It's absolutely insane. They're so expensive.
It is true. Like apartments anywhere like south of the river in Seoul is really ridiculous. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to move in about 6-7 months time.
You got $1 million?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, I'm gonna have to rob a bank or something. I don't actually know how I'm living in my current apartment. I haven't actually looked into the details. Well, I hope that hope comes true, Xander, and you find a good place to live. And if you have a house party, unlike Korean Onni, you do invite me. Okay?
Of course, yeah. You'll be the first person.
Absolutely. I hope so. And I won't bring you toilet rolls as a present. I promise. I'll bring something way better. Today, what have you brought in the studio, Xander?
Well, as people know, I love a little bit of convenience store food.
Yes.
Yes.
Your videos of them.
Of course. So today I brought 3 Gimbaps.
3. Not one. Not 2.
Because there's such a selection, and this is just like a tiny part of that selection.
Yeah.
These are special flavors that you wouldn't get if you just went to like a normal kind of really fast food like Korean chain kind of place.
Yeah.
Because these they've got special rices, they've got special ingredients in them, and they're fantastic. Yeah, so I've got these 3 amazing kimbaps first.
Brilliant. So for anyone who doesn't know, kimbap it literally comes in this roll. These are the convenience store ones, though, right?
Yes.
So the ones you'll get from restaurants, they might package them in foil or in a nice box, for instance, and they'll make them on the spot. But these are the ones that are ready to go, pre-packaged, and we'll find out in a minute. You can eat them really conveniently as well, right?
It's fantastic. The engineering that have gone into the packaging is insane. It's amazing.
That is the case. I find that these are a bit easier than the triangle-shaped kimbaps, which can be really difficult to work out.
It took me so long to... I was doing it wrong for so long. But we'll explain all that a little bit later, I'm sure.
Okay, so which one do you want to start with, Xander? Because it's your breakfast time, I assume. Have you had breakfast?
I actually stopped off at the Hugo on the way up.
Oh, really? Is there a Hugesar? A rest
there's
service
one between
station?
Suwon and Seoul,
Nice.
so I stopped in there and I got a nice little sandwich.
A sandwich?
It was fantastic. It's actually like 2 mini burgers.
Okay.
But oh my, changed my life.
Really good.
Changed my perception.
Nice.
I'm going back for more. It was amazing.
We were talking about it recently on our Wednesday corner with Bom about service station food in Korea being so good, like way better than the UK.
That's why I went in, but then I realized all of the snack things, like the tonggamji and stuff, all of that was shut because it was 7 a.m.
That's too early.
It was 7:30 in the morning. Like nothing was open. So I was like, okay, I'll go try this. And I was like, oh, it's fantastic.
All right, so before we choose one, in fact, Xander, why don't we talk a bit about kimbap and what it is? How was your first reaction to it? When did you first come across it?
I think it was in England, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I basically went around a bunch of Korean restaurants back in England, and I was like trying stuff, and some of them are more like night kind of food, and some of them are more kind of like day food. And I was with a few people, and we got a couple of kimbaps, but they don't. It's just like it just says kimbap on the menu. You don't get a choice of what the flavors are.
It's just the basic
the
standard
one, and the
with the yellow radish and things like this, and the carrots maybe chopped up. I think there is a standard kimbap, but these days people are all about the different flavors, right?
Gourmet kimbap.
Yeah, but back in the day, it was, I think, just one type of kimbap, and you just eat that as a snack, and it would have also that kind of fake crab meat in it.
Yes.
Yeah,
there's a piece of ham, there's a piece of fake crab meat, and there's a yellow radish, and then a bunch of other stuff. Like you'll see, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. But I had one of them in one of these restaurants and stuff.
How did you find it?
It's fine. I think it's not too unusual for most people to think about, because I think the most misconception, people look at it and be like, oh, that's sushi, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's not sushi.
No, exactly.
It's absolutely not. It's not a sushi roll, but it looks very, very similar just because it's got rice and it's wrapped up in seaweed.
Yeah.
But the ingredients are way more like intricate in a way than what sushi would be.
Yeah, usually you get more different things in a regular kimbap than in a regular sushi.
Exactly.
So that's the distinction. I think you're right. I mean, I guess scientifically it is the same kind of food.
It's pretty much the same thing, but it's not.
No, and it's Korean and it's delicious.
It is very good.
Today's flavors are really Korean as well.
Oh, yes.
So you couldn't mistake this for a sushi. I didn't actually like it growing up. There were too many things going on inside.
Okay.
Like, I was quite a fussy kid. My mum's Korean, so she would make kimbaps and say eat them, and I'd be like, no. I'd only like it with literally the rice and the kim. That is technically a kimbap.
Yeah, it is.
But it's only got 2 ingredients, so it's a bit boring.
Did she give you any like dipping sauce?
I used to have some soy sauce.
That's nice. That's nice. I like that. That's fancy.
Nice and simple.
Real good.
But these kimbaps I've grown to love now. So let's open one up, and then we can show our listeners what we're talking about as well.
Exactly. We can kind of think of this as like a version of well, depending on what country you're from, it could be like a burrito or like a Cornish pasty.
Yeah.
It's how you can kind of wrap up food for people to take to like a workplace.
Exactly, and just
like
eat
a Cornish
on the go.
pasty has that big crust. That's actually just
that's the
where
handle,
where your hand goes, and you're meant to eat the insides.
And then you can eat the handle as well, yeah.
You can eat the handle.
You can't eat the wrapping on this, though. Not yet, anyway.
Not this plastic one, but you can eat the seaweed.
That's true, yeah.
That's
I guess
what
originally,
yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we can show on the camera here. So this is the Jeonju Bibimbap kimbap.
Brilliant. So Jeonju being the place down south, famous for its food and famous for its...
Fantastic place to visit.
Bibimbap, right?
Yes, and bibimbap. It's a little spicy. It's a little mewa.
Yeah, you think? I'm looking forward to seeing how spicy the kimbap version is. I've not tried this one.
Oh, you never had it?
No, I've had obviously Jeonju bibimbap in the bowl where you mix it together, but this is that rice mixed together in there, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
But with the like normal dish, at least you can choose how much you can put in of, like,
true.
You know, the spicy sauce, but with this you can. So with these, really cool wrapping. Okay, so you get like a little tab. It says open.
Yeah.
You pull it.
Let's see. Hopefully this doesn't go wrong now.
Can you imagine it does it? I can't open it or something. That'd be really bad.
It may well.
It might actually go out. I think if
they can be tricky.
Oh, there we go. There's a little tab.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
All right. Wow, you're nice. Unwrapping it. It does look like a little burrito, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you get basically access to the first 3. So there you go. It's very, very orange because that's the spiciness there. Wonder I could just magically zoom the camera somehow.
The camera lady usually stays here and zooms for us, but I think she's busy today, so she left us.
Yeah, so you get these like 3. Maybe I'll just throw a few onto the plate here.
Okay.
Like okay, I'll just throw them on.
Oh.
What's really cool about this packaging is that you can put your thumb up the bottom of it and you can push the rest up. So you never have to touch the kimbap with your hands.
So you don't have to wash your hands or anything?
I would always recommend washing your hands before eating. But if you really don't want to, you don't have to because you're safe.
It's not necessary.
Because the kim is usually a little oily or something. Yeah. You know, or it's not grease, but it's a little bit of oil or something.
They usually baste it in sesame oil, like the proper kimbap places.
So it looks like we've got egg in there and some stuff like that.
Yeah, let's look. So the rice is the one that's already been mixed in.
That orangey, reddish coloured rice.
Yeah, it smells a bit spicy. It's got the radish, the yellow radish. It's got the egg as well, which my mum used to call long egg. I thought that was the name of the egg because it was long and it goes through the kimbap, but no one else calls it that apart from my mum, I think. And then I think it's got some meat as well, some beef.
Like some kind of bulgogi or something.
Yeah, marinated beef, and I'm guessing that's spinach and carrot.
Yeah.
And then these are the perfect size for one mouthful, right?
Exactly. Which is what's different between the Sangap kimbap and these. You know, these are very nice and segmented up.
Okay, let's give it a try, yeah. Yeah. Do you know, for me, though, kimbap definitely has to have the radish. If there's no radish, then it's not a kimbap.
What is the name for the radish? I can't remember what it's called.
Tamuji. The yellow tamuji.
Happy always gets it taken out.
Really?
Yeah, he hates it.
But then the kimbap lacks that crunchy texture, you know? And I'm like, where is the crunch in there? Because otherwise it's a bit just stodgy rice and like moist. Are you not a big fan of the tamuji?
He isn't, but I just can't be bothered to ask them to take it out. But this is nice. It's slightly spicy, but it's not overwhelming that you'd hate it. Very flavorful though. Completely different from like the standard one or the Yetnal version, I guess.
Yeah, because it's not just the white plain rice, right? Yeah. Because the rice has a lot of flavour, then there's a lot going on. The spice kind of has a little after kick as well.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
It's really tasty. And like Xander said, the convenient thing is, when you're going to work or something, say you're working in the mines. I don't know how many people work in the mines these days.
Down in the mines.
You can just take it out and then eat it like that.
Yeah.
I think they used to have it just in foil and you kind of tear the foil off. But this is even more convenient,
It's so clever. I don't know how they managed to figure that out.
Yeah, I know.
But it's absolutely fantastic to have like 2 elements of a packet.
Yeah. And it's just, how much, it's got the price on there? 2,001. Wow, so a couple of dollars. And one of these, all right, you might be peckish towards dinner time, but it can fill you up for lunch.
Totally, absolutely. I wouldn't eat more than one.
Yeah, 2 is too much. That's too much.
We have 3, right? So we're going to be very, very full by the end of this.
I'm looking forward to the other flavours as well. Tell us what snacks you have in your country as well. Something akin to this, like a Cornish pasty in the UK or a burrito from Mexico. And we'll read out your messages after the Jadu. This is Gimbap. We are back for part 2 of Hot Off the Shelf. Xander in the studio, enjoying that Gimbap song there, Xander, with all this dancing and little guitar strumming as well. I feel like you might have done that at a talent show somewhere once, no?
Have you been following me around? Wow.
We've got a couple of messages before we move on to eat some more kimbaps. One from Annie in Singapore says, Happy Monday, I like kimbaps. Good morning, Xander. They're usually nice and easy to eat. I've tried one of those fancy ones that had cream cheese and sweet walnut inside. Delicious. Yeah. I've seen the cream cheese ones.
I've seen them too.
I'm not so happy about that.
It's a bit surprising sometimes, some of the flavours you find.
Yeah, but I guess if you're a fan of cream cheese, maybe it doesn't go wrong. You say it was so delicious as well, so I'm not going to argue. Yeah, we got to say that kimbap, like, even not in this fancy packaging, is easy to eat. Like, it's not a difficult food to eat. Like, when you have it all sliced up in the slices, just even picking it up with your hands, that's not too rude.
No.
Or, I've never seen it like this, but if they didn't slice it, that would be just like a big seaweed burrito kind of thing. You could just chomp on it.
It would be, exactly. exactly like that.
I've never seen it not sliced. No. But you could definitely ask for that at the Gimbap restaurants because they slice it there fresh. You could say, don't slice it.
Yeah.
They'd look at you funny, but maybe you'd have a whole thing in your hand. Yeah, sounds good,
wield it around like a sword.
Yes.
We have another message from Shiska from Indonesia. Thank you very much again, because I remember reading a message from you last time.
You will remember reading messages every week, Xander. I guarantee. Siska has actually never missed a show of Daily K.
Don't let it happen.
Yeah, okay, you'll be cursed forever.
Yeah, so good morning, Xander. Happy Monday. Thank you very much. Hard to watch you without YouTube streams. Yeah, it is unfortunate, but you can go to Arirang Radio.
Yep,
.com, and we're right up there. You know,
there we are. I can see your lovely
beautiful faces.
It's about a 3-4 second delay, so I just saw you talking and not talking at the same time. Weird. Anyway.
Exactly. Anyway, those convenience store kimbaps I ate when I was in Korea. Usually buy it at night and then heat it in the morning for breakfast. Oh, very smart. Thinking ahead.
That's a good tip. Do you like a hot kimbap or a warmer one?
Depends on the flavour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some of them are nice cold.
That bibimbap one that we just had, the Jeonju bibim, that was good a bit warm. We just had it from the microwave, and you can just put the whole thing in there for like 30 seconds.
Exactly. Right? There's no metal parts or anything, so you couldn't do that if it was in foil.
No.
So thank the packaging company for that. I love the bulgogi one and the ham meat one. Anyway, you feel hungry now. I'll eat it again in 2 weeks later.
Siska's coming to Korea. She's going to visit us in the studio.
I see.
Will it be a Monday? Oh, I think it's going to be a Tuesday, so you might miss Xander.
Not for Korean, Annie. Not her. Oh, no.
Not Korean.
Well, in fact, I'm going to go to Indonesia, I think, in the from 1st of July to the 8th. So
nice, for a holiday.
Familiarization trip.
Oh, that
apparently.
Cool.
I don't know. It's not confirmed. But maybe I will be Indonesia. Who knows?
Maybe you can meet some of our listeners from there.
Of course.
Robert from the US says, hi, Mr. Peter. Hoping my connection holds, but the classic Mexican burrito with beans, eggs, and green chili is very cheap here in Albuquerque. $3 for a burrito that covers a large plate.
That sounds fantastic.
Amazing. I forgot that, the US is quite reasonable for food prices, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's quite
cheap.
Very,
beyond reasonable, I'd say.
Yeah, like I always thought Korea is so reasonable to eat here, although it's getting more expensive. But the States, the portions are huge and the prices are pretty low.
Yeah,
maybe if you're hungry, that's the place to go. Time to move on to our second kimbap. Why don't we do this one? Because I want to save the funky one for last. That's the first time I've seen that third one. But anyway.
Yeah. So this one is another one from another famous city. This is Chuncheon 닭갈비 kimbap.
닭갈비 being the spicy chicken.
Spicy chicken. There's a theme, it seems.
In Korean
It seems that they know that we don't really like spicy food, I guess. And they're like, let's get all the spicy kimbaps. Yes. This one, I believe, is even spicier than the last.
Lovely. Are you not good with like spicy 닭갈비 then? How is it?
It really depends, because usually they give you like the choice of the level.
Oh yeah, on the chart, like from level 1 to 5.
I always go for like the most basic level.
Okay.
But yeah, I love going to Chuncheon and like that area.
Yeah.
Namisom.
Yeah.
Absolutely recommend it if you come to Korea. Jump on a bus.
Yep.
Go up there. Go to Namisom.
Good day trip from Seoul.
Oh, beautiful! Absolutely beautiful, and all the lovely food that they get.
Yeah,
there.
And this
very,
is
very nice.
the representative one of that city, Chuncheon, right?
Yes.
I went maybe 6 years ago to have the 닭갈비 from there. I've got to say, Seoul 닭갈비 is pretty good as well. Like, I couldn't tell a huge difference. Although I've heard from people in Chuncheon that the differences with the chickens they use, they can't be over a certain age for the chickens they use in the 닭갈비.
Is that the
in
difference?
Chuncheon. Well, that's what they say. I'm not sure if that's true.
Who cut this one?
These slices are so thick, aren't they? Wow.
These are way bigger than the last one.
Okay.
Let's throw them out here on the old
our listeners are going to be really intrigued about the rice colours today, right?
This one's a slight purple, it seems.
Yes.
Unless that's just my eyes.
No, it is definitely a slight purple. This is the healthy rice that my auntie serves as well for me. It's got like the black rice grains in it, which turn the other rices purple. So this is better than just white rice for your health, I believe.
Yes, they don't. Yeah, it's better than processed rice, I guess. But
it smells nice.
It's full of that Chuncheon 닭갈비 chicken.
When you say full, Xander, let's be honest here. I can very see a slither of chicken.
Out of the ingredients that are inside, that is the biggest ingredient.
There we go. There's one morsel of chicken, and the rest is kind of, it looks a bit minced in there. Minced Chuncheon 닭갈비.
Yeah. Actually, this is a bit disappointing. The rice to ingredients ratio is well off.
There's a load of rice in here, isn't there? And then it seems like the only other ingredients are the egg
and a little bit of green something.
Gennip. Do you like gennip?
Is that the perilla leaf?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so that's like the kind of nettly...
Yeah.
Didn't we have that last time?
We had a conversation about it, didn't we? Because I don't like it. This is it.
You keep pulling it out.
I'm an expert at pulling this out, so I'm going to leave that out here. I can eat it with it, but I feel like it really ruins my experience of it because I'm just concentrating on that flavour.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's give this a try.
That little sharp flavour, though,
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Definitely too much rice for me. Do you like the? Are you not a fan of the perilla leaf? You can feel the flavour, right? It's quite overpowering. But in Korean kimbaps, apologies for speaking with our mouth full, but it's all part of the show. There is a lot of gimbap flavour varieties that have the gennip inside, the perilla leaf. The tuna one invariably has it in there. And I just don't like that kind of... How would you describe that taste?
Sharp.
Yeah. And
it's nettly.
Yeah, it really is.
It feels like you've been stung by a stinging nettle in your mouth.
It looks like a stinging nettle, doesn't it? It really is. It maybe just a giant stinging nettle?
It is from the nettle family.
Okay, I don't know if it stings you properly because that would be a really unpleasant experience. No, it doesn't.
But it has that kind of very sharp, not really medicine-y taste, but something akin to maybe a type of medicine or...
Yeah, a herb, a strong herb.
It's not mentally, but you can kind of feel it in your mouth. It kind of spreads around the taste and stuff. And I guess it's just there to balance out the chicken or something, but...
It actually still has that flavour on my kimbap, despite me taking it out, because it was in there for a long time.
How much to eat that?
I would eat it for free, but I just don't want to. So I don't want to. I think the first one was better. The Jeonju bibimbap.
That did kind of ruin it. Because I don't usually eat with the Sam usually at all. I just eat the meat normally.
Yeah.
But
the
that was a little bit
takobi itself. Yeah. If you want the real experience, then definitely eat actual takobi, not the kimbap.
Yeah, absolutely. That goes without saying.
But for a snack, not bad at all, you know. And in the UK, you were talking about Cornish pasties and sandwiches and things like that. I think these are a really healthy alternative, right? When the main filling is rice.
Yeah, you think you're an advocate for rice?
Yeah, I don't know how bad white rice is for you, but so far we've had the purple rice, which is apparently pretty healthy.
Yeah,
and the because it was red at least, I feel that's more healthy than white rice. But it's just the gochujang, isn't it?
It was probably just white rice that's covered in gochujang. But yeah.
Are you still in the kind of sandwich camp as for a decent snack?
I would love a good sandwich now and again, you know what I mean? Just it can't be. It's because I grew up eating them, you know what I mean? It's probably the same as you grew up eating kimbap. I grew up eating sandwiches, so it's one of those things like it's kind of homely.
Yeah.
Nice, comforty food.
You haven't been in Korea long enough for a kimbap to be homely yet. Maybe in a couple more years.
But today I felt very Korean as I drove up the highway, went into the Yuki store and asked if they had, nokcha latte in Korean.
Really?
And she was like, no, don't have it. I was like, fine.
A green tea latte?
I'll have a cafe latte instead then, please. I felt very Korean today. I felt like, I'm really like in the society.
Absolutely. And you're eating kimbaps for your second breakfast as well. We're going to be back in part 3 with a special kimbap that I'm looking forward to unwrapping after some B1A4. This is Rollin'. I see why we did that song. You roll the gimbap, so Rollin' from B1A4.
Well above my head. That's very, very clever. Well above my head as
well. Our producer is more intelligent than all of us put together, I feel.
Very, very smart.
Lots of messages to read out. Good feedback here. Seika88 from Guatemala says, I remember the first time I had kimbap. My South Korean classmate bought it for me when we were on our way home from college. When I took the first bite, I didn't like it at all. It was a flavour I wasn't used to, but after giving it another try, I ended up liking it. I think that's the same with many foods. The first time, your mouth is like, what is this? And then if you keep feeding it to yourself, you'll eventually at least not dislike it, I think.
Well, yeah, let's hope so, I guess, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with kimbap, so, there's nothing very weird about them.
Nothing too offensive, yeah.
No, exactly. Another message from one of our very, very special people in the world.
Is this a fan of We Fancy?
Indeed.
Oh, nice. Indeed.
She's a very big supporter. It's Oda. Hey.
Uh-huh.
nice for you to send a message. She's from Norway.
Oda.
Yeah, Oda.
Okay.
O-D-A, or the name on his chims.
When you were talking about her in the song break, I thought you were saying she's older. And I was older than who? Okay, Oda.
No, she's younger than me.
Oh, nice.
Way younger than me, yeah. Very successful, though. Hi. Wish I could share some amazing snacks with you guys from my country, but we usually just go for sandwiches or something similar around lunchtime, or maybe a smoothie, which I love a mango smoothie right now. That'd be great.
Delicious, yeah.
The packaging on the kimbap is so smart, though. Love seeing Xander on the show. Can't wait to hear about the other tastes. Thank you, Oda. Thank you very much.
Oda's from Norway.
Yes.
I went to Norway before, and it is so expensive that I think the only things I'd be snacking on there is grass and anything I can forage from like the forest. The Golden Arches chain of fast food was even pricey. Like I thought, this is expensive.
Oh, no.
You know, it wasn't like a cheap snack.
Oh no.
But it was a beautiful country, really, really lovely.
Yes.
Alex from YouTube, from Germany. So you're not from YouTube, but that's what I call you. So you've even put your nickname on the website, Alex from YouTube. Thank you for that. Oh my, getting hungry again. Looks so delicious. In Germany, you usually get pre-packed sandwiches, which are okay, but it changed, and now they also offer more fresh stuff like fruit bowls and salads. Yeah, I think it's a general trend in the West, right, to kind of be a bit more healthy. I got to say, I never liked sandwiches when I was growing up. I was a nightmare for my mum because I didn't like the kimbaps, and then she thought, all right, I'll do it English style. I'll get you a sandwich. Yeah. I didn't like anything on non-toasted bread when I was younger.
Classic guy. Toast my sandwich, mother.
I'd want like a Monte Cristo or a club sandwich. Yeah. No, I'd have a toasted bacon sandwich. And that was pretty delicious.
See, that's what I missed. That's great.
But then the kids would get jealous at school and nick them. So yeah, I had nothing to eat.
You got to stand your ground, you know. You got to, represent. Yeah. Got another message to anyone crush from the Philippines. Hello again, young Xander.
That's nice.
It's very nice. But then they're assuming I'm very old. Older than them. So who knows? Some snacks here in the Philippines are dried mangoes.
Oh, they're delicious. I get them here in Korea as well. They're so good.
Shou pao, taho.
I have no idea what
those are.
And
banana cue.
Banana cue.
Sounds like a big, like a snooker cube, but made out of
dried bananas.
Yeah. In the USA, potato chips, gummy worms / bears, and other things like those kinds of snacks. How I like my kimbaps are more of the Japanese kind: triangle-shaped rice, spam, and seaweed.
Oh, they are quite delicious as well. They do sell the triangle versions here in the convenience stores as well. The reason we didn't do it on today's show is because
we need content for another show.
We do need content, but also because the origin is Japanese. We wanted to do something that was kind of just based from Korea in its history. Ingyin from Today Argentina, but I know you're from Malaysia. Lazy scrolling down today. I was at a hanbok fashion show in Malaysia a few months ago, and when the bumbling MC announced that guests could help themselves to the sushi, I cringed. Oh, so he should have said kimbap. That's a terrible moment. Yeah. Thankfully, he later corrected himself. Maybe one of the Korean guests told him off. I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, they would go nuts, right?
Yeah.
Guess the organisers couldn't afford to fly you in, Peter. Couldn't afford to and didn't want to, I'm guessing. We have a variety of sweet or savoury snacks made from glutinous rice with fillings like banana or spicy shredded coconut. Spicy coconut? I've never thought of that.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Wow. I guess in curries you have coconut milk, but that's very different.
That's the kind of fight the spice, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you make the coconut spicy, what are you meant to have?
Because you need some spice to fight, maybe. The coconut is feeling left out.
That's amazing. Another message from Rosalind, who says from the USA, Cayman Island as well, but apparently that's also
she's from Florida.
A lie. A Florida living person. Wow, those kimbaps look so interesting. I have only ever had Japanese sushi.
Get some Korean kimbap.
I am very intrigued, and I'm looking forward to trying these things for myself. Just 1 week left, so I assume she's on the plane soon.
Yeah, gonna come with Siska actually, together with a couple of other listeners.
Wow.
It's amazing. They're making a pilgrimage, And AJ from the US, one last message. The USA needs these kimbaps for a quick lunch on the go. You guys seem to be having a good time. I love this. I love it because I get to eat in the studio. So apart from this segment, I'm banned from eating.
There's so many signs like don't drink, don't eat. Yeah. Except they gave me water in the break, and there's so much food around. So next up, our finale.
It's amazing.
It is the cheese bulgogi.
Yeah.
I'm going to read from the screen. And the bokkeum kimchi, which is fried or stir-fried kimchi.
Yeah, but not all together mashed up. It's half the
like
fried kimchi.
Pan. It's like straight down the middle. Which before I thought, because I've seen some of the flavors like chamchi mayo, like so tuna mayo, and then like a different type of meat. Okay. And I was like, how would you mix them together like that?
In one sitting.
But it's not. It's actually down the middle. So you have like 2 for 1.
That's
basically.
amazing. Like a half pizza, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I've never seen. I didn't know these existed.
So when I open it up, I've been opening it
seriously. Give it to me. I'm looking forward to this. This is unbelievable. I'm getting schooled today.
So that is the stir-fried kimchi side.
Let's take these pieces out. That looks nice. I like stir-fried kimchi. It tastes way better than normal kimchi, in my opinion. You get more from frying anything, I feel.
Yes, I definitely prefer it. Like, it's actually leaving it on the grill and letting the meat juices just drizzle into the kimchi.
Pork juices especially. And then this must be the half where it turns. Just suddenly, totally naturally...
just...
into a cheese bulgogi.
Yes.
Now, again, there are some food purists who would say cheese and bulgogi shouldn't go together, but I'm not one of them. I will eat anything together. How are you with these kind of fusion abominations?
Pretty good.
Putting cheese on everything.
Yeah, it's all good. If only they had like real cheese, because this is like the American sliced cheese.
Yeah, which I think is not even classed as cheese in some places.
Need some cheddar cheese, you know. That would be great. So, are we going for bulgogi first? Or?
Yeah, I want a bulgogi. It looks good. The cheese.
Okay.
Cheese. Oh.
Does it smell good?
It does smell good. It tastes good. It's quite salty bulgogi. I like it. This is the only one so far with white rice as well, the normal rice, which I have to say is my favourite, even though I know it's the worst for you. It tastes nice.
You definitely taste the cheese.
Yeah.
It's very, very good.
Yeah. It's very, very cheesy.
Yeah. The only thing about Gimbap, sometimes they're a little bit dry.
Yeah, because they've been in the refrigerator. My voice went
like, yeah.
You're right. Dry. The rice grains are not sticking together so well because they are dry. That's definitely true. If you get one that's been in that convenience store for a while, it's not such a good thing.
Yeah.
But still, perfectly acceptable as a lunchtime snack, I feel.
And then stir-fried kimchi one.
So this has also got the spam in here. I've had this experience a couple of times in Korea before where my friends are fussy and can't eat pork. I've asked for vegetarian dishes, but they're still putting the canned ham. And I'll be like, that's not vegetarian.
No.
No, but sometimes they'll overlook that here in Korea because people aren't that fussy, right?
I got a twinge of ketchup taste for like a split second,
really?
But I know there's no ketchup in there. I think it was just a mixture of like the bokkeum kimchi and something else in there. It just gave me like a little, that's a very kind of ketchup-y aftertaste.
It kind of looks like ketchup. I don't know about this bokkeum kimchi one.
You don't really like it?
No,
you
I
just like the other
kimchi.
half of it.
Yeah.
So you just throw the other half away.
That's what I do.
Ooh, or give it to a co-worker. You can be very kind.
That would be nice to
go,
share.
Here's some food, and they're like, "Oh, you're so kind." He's like, "I actually don't like it."
I keep that to myself to look good. The canned ham in there is a bit too like squishy. I don't think it's been fried or anything because you can eat it straight out the can.
Yes.
So I think that's what they've done. They've just put the canned ham in there.
Yeah. They just fried the kimchi.
Yeah, not the ham.
Yeah, such a shame.
I don't like that as much.
A shame.
But not bad. There is a flavour for everyone out there, right?
Of course. There's loads more flavours of these. And as many flavours there are of these kimbaps, there is as many flavours of samgap kimbaps and as many flavours as the toshirak like things as well.
Lunch boxes.
Which I think we should definitely get some of them on the show too.
One day we certainly will. It even has suggestions for microwaving it, so that's totally a thing to make the cheese melt, I suppose, in this one. Just 30 seconds in the microwave. And these double flavour ones, that's brilliant. If it's your first time trying, then maybe you won't like one, you'll like the other.
Yeah, exactly.
You can never go wrong.
Save your money.
Xander, thank you so much for coming in and feeding me, actually. Yeah, I've had a belly full before even lunchtime. You'll be back next week with something new and innovative, I'm sure.
Of course.
Looking forward to it. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Time for some Halo now. Feels so good. 느낌이 좋아.